This nation and American freedom is in peril because we have allowed the worst of the worst to have control of the federal government. They didn't take it. Certain people gave it to them on a silver platter, and now those people are sitting back and watching the chaos while telling us how righteous they are for not taking part in American elections. One such man wrote me a rather snotty letter after I made a video calling non-voters to account. Michael wrote, "Bill, I won't be shamed into voting for the lesser of two evils. 4 million fewer people voted for Romney in 2012 than for McCain in 2008. He then brags that he was part of those 4 million. He finishes up by saying, I won't vote for progressives no matter which party they park themselves in. Well, Michael, I hope you are proud of what Obamaism is doing to this nation, to our military, to our national security, to our economy, and to America's moral standards, because you are just as responsible for it as the kookiest and most hateful Obama voters. In fact, I consider you to be more responsible because you should know better. If you can't look at Romney and Obama and tell which one is the more trustworthy leader, then you probably should not be outdoors without adult supervision. And here's a little nugget of truth, Michael. Every election ever held since the dawn of time has been about the lesser of two evils. When you say you won't be shamed into voting for the lesser of two evils, what you're really saying is you won't be shamed into voting. Well, somebody needs to knock you off your self-righteous high horse, and I hope to do it right here and now. If you don't like the candidates that the Republicans put up, and most of us don't, then do your duty as an American and fight until you make a difference. What you're doing is nothing less than collaborating with the enemy. If you are a military veteran, then you have violated your oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. You have abandoned your post and allowed the enemy to march right in. So don't you dare brag about your smug superiority. What I hear you saying is that you will not help America to be a better place until after America becomes a better place. Well, Ronald Reagan had a few things to say about that lesser of two evils excuse. He said, "A man who agrees with you 80% of the time is an 80% friend, not a 20% enemy." You will never find a candidate that agrees with you in every issue. You will never find a candidate who will vote on every issue exactly the way you want. And for you to pout about that and sit home on Election Day is unmanly. That is exactly what the enemies of freedom want to see. People like you make people like Obama dance with joy because it's people like you that give them easy victories. If American freedom dies on our watch, it'll be because men like you opened the gates to let it happen. So, Michael, now that I've beaten you about the head and shoulders with some hard-hitting truth, I hope that you will do what liberals rarely do. Put some thought into it. Instead of choosing the lesser of two evils, look at it as choosing the better of two imperfect candidates. And make up your mind to get involved with the entire process so that you can help bring in candidates who will raise the standards. I wholeheartedly agree that progressivism is a cancer that needs to be eradicated, but boycotting your right to vote is not going to fix anything. Now, if the only choice you have is a man who is 20% progressive running against a man who is 100% full-blown Marxist, terrorist sympathizer, moral degenerate, pathological liar, vote for the 20% guy. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.